There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ernie Hudson? Hello and welcome, my name is David and this is Life Escape Guide. There's a website called topescaperoompproject.com where people can vote for escape rooms that they like. And 2018 they ranked over 20,000 escape rooms. And the number one was a room at Skurrilum in Hamburg. When I found out about that, I gathered a group of friends to make a road trip to Hamburg. After seeing a little bit of Hamburg, we went to play our first room at Skurrilum. They are placed at a very famous street in Hamburg, the Reeperbahn, which makes it very accessible. When we went there, we didn't play only one room. We played 3 escape rooms at Skurrilum, Hamburg. But this week we will talk about Ernie Hudson and the Wailing Woman, or as the German original title is, Geisterjäger Ernie Hudson und die weinende Frau. On their website, Skurrilum gives the following description. Our series Ghost Hunter Ernie Hudson is the first mix of escape game and radio play. Over 5 different locations, a drama with breathtaking effects, and a story full of excitement beacons. Be enchanted, enter the old villa of the frightened Miss Bunbury and set out in search of the Wailing Woman. The story is also told using radio play elements. The room can be played with 4 to 8 people, but they recommend it to be played with 5 to 6 people. There's a minimum age of 14 and the room is not suitable for physically impaired people. So let's talk about what makes this room very special, and that is the radio play elements. Germany has a big culture of radio play. There's a famous series that's called Die drei Fragezeichen, or the English original, The Three Investigators, which runs for over 50 years now. And the style of the room, or the radio play inside the room, is very close to the Drei Fragezeichen style. The group plays as the interns of Ernie Hudson, who is a ghost hunter. He has a new case. An old mansion is haunted by the screams of a wailing woman. You have to go to this old mansion and find the source of the screams and try to stop them. Playing this room, you're not left to yourself like usually in an escape room. You always have the radio play elements that play over it and fill all story holes. That makes for a way more vivid experience than the usual escape room, and the story feels way more alive. The story told is very compelling and not too convoluted, which makes you always interested in what's going to come next. The design of the room also is very great. Every single set piece feels very alive, and the sheer scale of the whole thing is very impressive. On their website they state they have 5 different set pieces, and they do. There were also a few technical elements that surprised me a lot and that had a big feel of Escape Room 2.0. The puzzles of the room are very well crafted, but not what stays in your mind. This room is all about the experience and the story and the immersion, and that works pretty well. So after we made it out of this room, we had been very hyped and felt like we watched a movie that we ourselves were part of, and that was very cool. So how would I rate this room in numbers? The puzzles were really great, but they weren't so memorable. So I would give it a 7 out of 10. What really sells the room for me is the design. There's so many rooms that are all so detailed, with so many details that don't even have any connection to the puzzles, that just aren't there to make you feel part of the story, that I would give the design a 10 out of 10 for this room. The last category is the immersion, and that is where the room also shines very much. There are those radio play elements that really make it interesting and draw you into the story. But also because of those radio play elements, you sometimes feel more like a spectator, but completely part of the story. Therefore, I would give it a 9 out of 10, so it is nearly perfect, but not 100% there. That adds up to a total rating of 26. So all in all, Ghost Hunter Ernie Hudson and the Wailing Woman is a unique, one-of-a-kind experience. And if you get any chance to play it, I would highly suggest on doing so. I can completely understand and agree why this room made it to number 1 of the escape room list. But for me personally, there's one room that is even better, but this is for another video. So now again, my question for you. Did you play the room? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you agree with my review? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. If you liked the video, I post videos like that every Thursday, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of them. Also, if you want to miss none of my videos, you can press the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to see a video now, you can click on my right on one of those videos. See you next week!